The Royal Thai Armed Forces is the name of the military of the Kingdom of Thailand. The nominal head of the Thai Armed Forces is the King of Thailand. The armed forces are managed by the Ministry of Defence of Thailand, which is headed by the Minister of Defence and commanded by the Royal Thai Armed Forces Headquarters, which in turn is headed by the Chief of Defence Forces. The Commander-in-Chief of the Royal Thai Army is considered the most powerful position in the Thai Armed Forces. Royal Thai Armed Forces Day is celebrated on the 18th of January to commemorate the victory of King Naresuan the Great in battle against the Crown Prince of Burma in 1593. The Royal Thai Armed Forces' official role is the protection of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Thailand. The armed forces are also charged with the defense of the monarchy of Thailand against all threats, foreign and domestic. Apart from these roles, the armed forces also responsible for ensuring public order and participating in social development programs by aiding the civilian government. The armed forces are also charged with assisting victims of national disasters and drug control. Some critics have contended that, in reality, the Thai armed forces serve two main functions: internal security, to safeguard ruling class hegemony from challenges by mass movements to expand the democratic space, and b. to satisfy the self-enrichment goals of the upper echelons of the Thai military. In recent years, the Royal Thai Armed Forces has increased its role on the international stage by providing peacekeeping forces to the United Nations in the International Force for East Timor from 1999 to 2002 and participating in the multinational force in Iraq, contributing 423 personnel from 2003 to 2004. As of 2020, the Royal Thai Armed Forces number 360,850 active duty and 200,000 reserve personnel, nearly 1% of Thailand's population of 70 million. This percentage is higher than that of the US, but lower than that of nearby Vietnam. 5. The Thai military has more than 1,700 flag officers, roughly one general for every 212 troops, a bloated number for a military of its size. By comparison, the US military as of the 1st of November 2018 had 920 active duty general and flag officers for a force of 1,317,325 personnel, or one flag officer for every 1430 troops. 2. 5. On the 2nd of May 2015, 1,043 new Thai flag officers of all three services promoted in 2014-2015 took the oath of allegiance. It is not clear how many retired during the same period. According to one observer, each Thai general has three aims: to align himself with politicians of the right political party, to ensure that he receives the best possible postings, and to enrich himself and share his takings with his subordinates, thus ensuring their loyalty. In early 2021, the Ministry of Defence announced a program to reduce the number of flag officers by 25% by 2029. As of March 2021, the RTARF has about 1,400 generals and admirals on its payroll. 250 at RTARF headquarters, 400 in the Army, 250 in the Navy, 190 in the Air Force, and 300 in the Office of the Permanent Secretary of Defence. Conscription was introduced in Thailand in 1905. According to the Constitution of the Kingdom, serving in the armed forces is a national duty of all Thai citizens. In practice, only males over the age of 21 who have not gone through reserve training are subject to conscription. The enlistment draft is held in early April annually. On the draftee selection day, those who are called up for the draft report to their selection center at 7 o'clock. During roll call, eligible draftees can request to volunteer to serve, or they may choose to stay for the lottery. Those who volunteer then undergo physical and mental health examinations, including a urine test for drugs. The results of the urine test for drugs are entered into a Narcotics Control Board database. In 2018, of the first 182,910 men entered in the database, 12,209 men, or 6.7%, tested positive for drugs. 11,139 for methamphetamine, 750 for marijuana, and the remainder for other drugs. Over 3,000 of those who tested positive will serve in the military, where they will receive drug rehabilitation treatment. Those who tested positive, but who were not drafted, will undergo a 13-day rehabilitation regimen in their home provinces. Those who do not pass the physical and mental health examinations are promptly released. Enlisting volunteers then choose their service branch in the reporting date of their choice and receive documentation of the year's draft selection and an enlistment order to report for basic training with notification details of the reporting time and location. The enlistees are then dismissed for the day until the day that they must report for basic training. After the enlisting volunteers are dismissed for the day, the lottery process begins. Each selection center has a set quota and the number of individuals conscripted through the lottery at each say.